What's up YouTube? I haven't done a video for a bit. Let's talk about Pokemon. Right, Pokemon. So, another YouTuber did a video, right? And the video was called PokeTubers Are the Worst. Right? And he says in the video that a lot of people have agendas on YouTube. Right. Now, why can't more people be honest and transparent about it? Right. So, if you have an agenda. Right, so what do you do YouTube for? You either do it for people, well, mostly people do it for views, money, you know, blah, blah, blah. He says some other things in the video, or they want people to like you, or whatever. Or, he didn't mention the state that you could actually just do it for fun. Yeah? You know? So, you know, regarding this, yeah, I was like, well, this is kind of interesting that, like, someone is, like, kind of saying this. Like, a lot of people agendas are basically to sell their cards to the viewer. You know, like, if you have an item and then you put it on your YouTube channel, maybe someone sees it and then they buy it. You know, like, that kind of thing. So you can use YouTube as, like, a marketplace in the way of selling things. But let's just talk about selling things right now. So I had a lot of sales and I didn't publish like a sales video due to I was with a friend over that I've not seen in a while and came to visit. Right, so I didn't put the video on because I just thought I can't bother to record anything. Yeah, you know, just one of them. So sales are like, even Pokemon views, like the views on videos are completely down. And if you look at someone's channel, like, hold on, let me just jump back. So, alright, so like, say someone with 20k subscribers, that's like, is getting on average, like over the last month, you know, the views are down to like, you know, if you average it out, it's probably like 5%. You know, every video is like 5% of the people that are like watching stuff. You know, a lot of people aren't like really paying attention to the markets and whatever, right? A lot of people, basically, yeah, there's a lot of like, it's a lot of views. Like, no one's really watching anything. Like, Pokemon's just hit a standstill. But then if you go like, check out Alpha, yeah, if you go to like Alpha Investments, he's done some videos recently. Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched it. I haven't been personally watching any videos. I watched like one of his videos the other day, and you know, his views over the last month has like drastically dropped. Like I don't know what's happening. I don't know what things are going on right now, but I know a lot of people are like, there's other places to make money, right? Now, when you look at them other places to make money, right, you think this is a bit easier, right? Now, if you look at a market where invisible money exists, right, invisible money, right, you're not physically able to hold the money, yeah? So, for example, I'll mention like Dogecoin. If you know what Dogecoin is, right, if you go look at videos on the internet about stuff like that, the views are insane. Like, wham! You know, like, just imagine a car rev, yeah? Wham! The views are just, wow! Like, the views are way up there, yeah? The Pokemon content, Magic content, is like mega and all-time low, yeah? So, you know, sales are down drastically, yeah. It's virtually dead. Like, you know, there's a slight little bit of movement. Like, for example, I like 3,000 cards on eBay or whatever. Obviously selling stuff off, moving money into other things. You know, it's like selling some stuff off. Obviously not my main cards and everything else that I just keep for, you know, that rise. You know, everything's taking a dip right now. Things are just going boom, tanking. Stuff's tanking right now, yeah? I think it's drastically due to the amount of movement of PSA, right? I think it's PSA and these grading companies that are basically to blame. Because, for example, you're sending your cards away. I know one guy right now who's waiting like 13 months for his submission. I'm probably like hitting like maybe 11. Just hitting 11 now. You know, start of June. I'm here waiting 11 for the next one. So, obviously I might reach out to PSI and be like, yo, are you guys going to be doing anything anytime soon? Because in 2 months, how many cards you actually been through? You know, I ain't even had a submission back, like, as a big one, right? So, with these grading companies, it's a lot of reason, like, it's with able to move in the money. You know, you get this large amount of money, and you're slapping it into graded cards, right? And then those graded cards can only release that cash from those graded cards once the cards come back. You understand, right? So, for example, if you buy, you know, let's say you have 80 come back, yeah? Even the sales are slow right now because the markets are down. Everything's down right now. Everything's on a dip, yeah? Dip, dip, you dip. Ah, dip, you dip, you dip. Everything's dipping, yeah? Everyone's dipping. If you know that song, yeah? Type it in. Danny Brown, yeah? Dip. I dip, you dip, you dip. Right, so, you know, everything's dipping right now, yeah? So, with the PSA and CGC, all these cards, they're not coming back. They're not coming back, right? And that is the main source of how everyone, like, rotates the money. You know? When the rotation of money comes into play, yeah? Like, the money gets to rotate, it's easy for that person to then buy more product, yeah, and then rip it or whatever, you know, buy a couple cards, do a video like single buying, you know, all this, like, it makes content. When the money comes back and the money rolls over, you know, and it ticks over like this, it just ticks over, like flows, you know, it's flowing on a wheel, yeah, and just right now everything's at a halt, you know, everyone's just at standstill. We're in standstill. Like CGC, where my cards? I don't even know where they are there. You know, they're in there somewhere. Like, you know, they're not even moving them. Yeah, they're like, yeah, we're just going through January. I'm like, what? Just starting to go through January. Like, you know, bulk submissions. Like, they've been that busy with their express stuff that took their whole time up. You know, that's crazy, right? So, you can imagine how much PSA is going through. But it's just kind of like a chat, I suppose. Markets are dead. The views are down. There's no money rotation. There's no sales. There's no movement. You know. And then you look at other parts of the areas of, like, you know, things that you can make money in, and you're thinking, look at the easiness of this. You know. You're thinking like, wow, like the views are like insane on those videos. You know, the views are insane. Like everyone's like, nah, this is dead. Yeah, like. And it's the aspect of like money making, yeah. So like everyone's like do want to like increase the money like do, and then it comes down a bit later and goes back up and it goes back down and it goes back up again, you know. But why do you know things that come on a steady like dip, go up, dip, go up and like that, like right now Pokemon's like just down, yeah. But all these people are making videos. I check like a couple people's channels and I'm like, people are still making videos telling you what to invest in. Like, telling you, oh, because it's lower price, buy it. You know? There's aspects to that, yeah? Yeah, if you have money that you don't need, and you don't mind parking it in something. But, if Pokemon goes dead, how are you going to sell the boosters? You know? If people are like, oh, well, buy all the boosters while it's on a dip, yeah? Yeah, you can do that. And Pokemon picks back up, then, yeah, you might be able to sell the boosters later on. Yeah, but look at the time aspect again. The time aspect is what comes into play. People don't want this. I wait 2 years, I get my cards back, I make $50, you know, or I make $2,000 after waiting 2 years to get them back. Because that $2,000 is not really worth it. It's $1,000 a year, you know, or whatever it is. Now, if you got like 10,000 cards of PSA, how long are you gonna be waiting? You know, it's them, what about them big people that are sending in like just sending in stuff like that? You know, them big stores, you know, like probably, I don't know, Collector's Cash is probably banging loads in, you know, like even, what's the other one? There's another one, yeah, that's quite big. Another card store, you know. But I bet they're banging in cards. I bet they're sending in cards. Like most of the American stores, you know, they would have just flooded the system. Like systems just flooded. Like, you know, things aren't moving. Pokemon views are down. It's just like pretty chat. Make a video. Peace. Thanks for watching.